What's up, everybody, and welcome on into the Put It in the Book show. Season 5, episode 4. We're up to 153 overall. Wow, holy crap.
Holy guacamole.
I'm Steve. Keith will be along maybe in a bit, and I got Rodriguez right over here. How's it going, sir?
Good,
My,
Farace.
my kind
How
friend.
you doing, man? Everything good?
Everything is all
I mean,
right.
listen, baseball-wise, I'm extremely happy. Unlike some other people,
You should be happy.
I'm extremely happy.
Why
Unlike
wouldn't
some
you
other
be?
people.
I'm very happy.
Wait.
Okay, that's good to hear. It's
Very
good. It's good because you're being taped. Okay.
Did-
Very, very, very happy.
So we're all on the record of being happy.
The Mets
Right.
haven't lost a series this year. What more could I ask for? I'm very,
Exactly.
very
Boom.
happy.
Boom.
That's positivity,
There you
Dude,
go.
there's been
Rodriguez.
some
There's
there's been
positivity
some.
behind you behind that wall.
You know what? I feel better today. Maybe I won't get stabbed right in the neck today. Because you know when he's
I wouldn't bet on that.
see.
All right, producer Joe, let's blast off here. Let's go. Let's do this thing. All right, everybody. So first things first
Welcome
here.
back.
First things first here.
What?
Friday evening. Almost to the date. 10 years went by from Johan's Nohan. And then on Friday, the effort was duplicated, although this time 5 guys had to go through the process. And I'm talking about the second Mets no-hitter in the history of the franchise. And it was a combined no-hitter, 5 guys. So we haven't really talked about it. Rodriguez.
No, we did not.
What your feeling on this one and how it happened? Obviously, different feeling from Santana that did it on his own. But you know, as the game was going on, what were you thinking about as far as a potential for a no-hit bid was concerned?
I did not think that we were going to get a no-hitter. I mean, I thought he was going to do well up until the 5th of the 6th.
As a true Met fan.
Then, dude, he's a young guy. I mean, it's the beginning of the season. I mean, he's nothing exceptional, but he's proving now that he is really exceptional. He basically just threw a no-hitter, 9 innings of no-hit baseball. He just did that.
I got balls of steel.
Yes, Tyler. Balls of steel. He doesn't even smile. He doesn't do anything. I mean,
nothing.
He's chewing gum, and then he's looking at the guy deadpan right in the face. And I'm like, holy crap! And he's like 6'7", and he's throwing 99
He's a big boy.
Now. 96, 97, 98. That's really, really fast when you're 60 feet away. It's unbelievably fast. So yeah, he can be pretty dominating, I guess. So I was wrong, but the fact that 4 other guys came after him and did not let a hit come by, I mean, it's amazing. And Diaz was fantastic.
That was the one that I think we were all a little concerned with.
We were all a little bit, our heart rates went up, you know, they were elevated, they were a little bit high, but you know, fortunately he came in like a man. He came in strong and just clenched it. You could tell he was excited. And I just, dude, we have 2 no-hitters. And this one counts just as much as Johan's.
Of course.
Okay, and I'll say this, that Johan's was a great single-person effort on that mound. Because to throw a no-hitter against a major league team, when his stuff was diminished at that time, this wasn't the prime time Johan. This is not the guy that was in Minnesota throwing 97, 98, then throwing an 87-mile-an-hour changeup. That's not that guy. He had a 90-mile-an-hour fastball and like an 88-mile-an-hour changeup. I don't know how he did it. It was amazing. So this is not that same guy, but this 5-man no-hitter, fantastic. Love it. I'm a pitching guy. I love pitching. We've been pitching so well. This team has played so well on the pitching side. I mean, people get mad at May, who may be out for a month, right,
Yep.
Farace?
Yeah,
You know,
at least for a month. He's shut down for a month.
Some douche says, good, glad he's out. You
That's
know what?
awful.
That's a horrible person.
I can't believe that somebody would say something like that.
I can't believe it. But if that person did, he has good reasons. Probably because May has sucked the whole year, right? Pretty much sucked it up to here. He had like a 79 ERA. He's been terrible. Oh, April's bad, but May will be good for him because his name is May. Yeah, how good was it? You're on the injured list.
So good that he's going to miss the whole month.
May you get traded. May you not come back, because if you don't start throwing changeups and curveballs, you're going to get rocked again. May you never come back. I'll see you later.
Is that some insight as to who might have said good?
I think it was Producer Joe.
Oh, it was Producer Joe. That's awful, so. Producer Joe. Terrible. That's just,
It's okay. It's okay. He could take it. He can take it. Moving on.
And who's been outstanding in the bullpen has been Drew Smith. And we've been talking about Drew Smith for, it seems like 2, 3, 4 years now. And he was one of those guys that, if he just stay healthy, he would be a force in that bullpen. Yeah, and Buck, he's gained Buck's trust, and he's a 2-inning guy, a more than 1-inning guy, an 8th inning guy. So the whole thing of it was that he was never able to stay healthy. Now he's healthy, and here he is. And here's Mr. Boulay commenting here. Let's see.
You happy?
No. The starting pitcher and bullpen stunk it up today. Why change the lineup when you start to get on a roll? Dom Smith on the bench today in favor of JD against the righty. Was it Luis Rojas or Callaway managing today? A little frustrated. Yeah, we hate losing to the Braves, but we split. We still did not lose the series. And you are more angry than Producer Joe.
Yeah, you know what?
There's been
a lot of people more angry than me this year. It's a surprise.
Which is that's rough to say about the other people.
4-2 road trip, and they're mad.
First of all, Tom, let me just say, Tom, it's a day game after a doubleheader, dude. Some of you guys are going to get rested, and why mess with the lineup that's clicking? That's why, dude. Guys have got to get rested, man, after a doubleheader. And
we still had men on base all game. We had our chances.
Yeah, there were spots.
We had guys on base every inning. Well, not every inning, but how many left
just about every inning
in the first 5 innings? 7.
A lot.
Yeah,
a lot.
It was.
So we had our chances.
It was we shot ourselves in the foot. But I mean, you said something I wanted to jump in on. Before you said, not taken away from it being a combined no-hitter. I mean, there's only been 17 combined no-hitters.
Yeah.
And I looked it up when you guys were talking. I looked it up while you guys were talking. There's only been 23 perfect games. So it's more rare than a perfecto. I mean, that's amazing to me, So
because everybody's got to have their stuff.
Who says, it's a combined no-hitter, suck it. That's what I said. Suck it.
And you got to have a general calling the game.
Well, they can factually say that. So you got to wait them out for a second before you tell them to suck it. factually, it's a combined no-hitter.
Yeah. See? Yeah. See? All right. So, you lose May, which, obviously he's hurting. He's not fared well. So he'll be shut down for a month. He's got the same type of a deal as DeGrom has, but in his elbow and not in his shoulder. All right. One other thing that I want to kind of talk about that was
The
pretty
kid-
ridiculous. Crickets for May.
The kid that they brought up, Adonis
Oh, yeah.
Medina, I think it is.
Yes.
He's got good stuff, man. He could take May's job away if given a good chance. If he performs well, he could take his job away. He's got good stuff.
No, we'll see. As long as and Tom is saying that they're saying
I
about 8
like
to
that
12
name.
weeks now.
Even better.
There you go.
Oh.
Wow, that's super incriminating. Super incriminating right there. That's it.
That's what the guy would say.
What's up? That's what producer Joe said. Yeah. All right. What's up, Terzio? All right. 8 straight series to start the year. No series losses just yet. And then the other day, seemingly last minute, Buck Showalter gets suspended for a game. After
What's that about?
What is that about? You know, and he was great in his interview about it, and he's like, we're the ones getting hit, but we're the ones getting punished. How does that work?
I know. How does it work? We're leading the league in getting hit.
Yeah,
and we're going to jail for that. What's
it's
that
just
about?
awful. And then he
and an hour before a game too, an hour and a half or something before a game.
It was ridiculous. He said he found out at like 6:40 something, and then so he said they asked what was it for, and he says I don't know if they want me to go into those details, and then he says, and then his next quote basically was, we get hit so many times and we're the ones being punished for it. So there we go. The cat is out of the bag on that. So
listen,
but
it's a conspiracy. You know how they
minute?
do it. You know how they do it to the Mets all the time. They've always done it to us. We feel it. They try to stop us. They want to keep it into a skanky game, a skanky city. Not for nothing.
It's nuts.
Terzio should be investigating this. He has a perfect name to be a detective. Detective Frank Terzio.
Yeah. Yeah, we're even on night of the 18th, right? Sorry.
Yeah, there you go. My wife said this.
All right. So, yeah, with Showalter on that whole suspension thing, he said that he made a phone call. He asked about how he could appeal. He said this phone call is your appeal, and you lost it. So,
oh snap!
So that's it. So managers can't appeal. Managers can't appeal suspension.
Damn,
they just can't do it.
No.
Exactly. Do you remember a long time ago that perfect game that got messed up by that Tigers pitcher? The umpire missed a call at first base. Miguel Cabrera threw the ball.
Spanish guy? Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember his name right now. But there's like a petition going on out there for Major League Baseball to reverse that and make it a perfect game. That would make it 24, producer Joe.
No, come on.
24. All
Even
right.
Though it was, have they proven it? Have they proven it?
Yeah.
Oh, then make it a perfect game.
I mean, on the replay, yeah, for sure.
Well, give it to the guy, but
he was out. That's why Miguel Cabrera went nuts. And then
give it to the guy.
And then he was like,
he did it.
And the guy smiled. I can't remember the guy's name, but it was almost perfect.
No.
He doesn't. Producer Joe doesn't want that.
That's a slippery slope, dude. So
it is 100%.
Where does that end? Okay, let's dig up the videotape from a game in 1963, and you know what? Mickey Mantle only had 59 home runs that year.
Good. Take him away from him.
That's from a movie, Mr. 3000 with Bernie Mac.
There you go.
They went back and they said he only had 2,999 hits.
So if you had the time to do that, go right ahead and fix the world.
Fix the world. Let's do that.
Let's do that.
I like it. All right.
One Met win at a time.
for Mets fan sanity. The other big thing, obviously, that happened on Monday, we speculated about it for a couple of weeks, who it was going to be, and it came down to Steve Cohen saying, "Hey, make the right baseball move," and the right baseball move was the DFA. one 39-year-old Robinson Cano. So Robinson Cano gets DFA'd. Rodriguez, the fact that the Mets had the cojones to do that shows that they are in it to win it. Nothing is more important than winning to this guy.
They proved it by every guy they brought in. The new guy, Cano, Escobar, Mad Max, the character guys.
Everybody,
Bassett, you know, they even bringing back Yaiwan, keeping Yaiwan. He seems like a character guy, you know. The polar bear, character guy. Lindor, character guy. You know, these are the guys that you want on your team and how you're going to build a team. And they're going to be good players. So no matter how many people love Cano, and all the guys seem to love him, man. They thought he was a great guy, great influence in the clubhouse. He had to go financially and, you know, sports-wise, he wasn't going to help the team at this moment. So maybe he needs to go train or do something or figure something out. You know, although I did hear that our GM said that it doesn't mean that he won't come back. He could bring him back. So, I mean, you know, we're paying him. So, I mean, you know, if you're going to sit at home or you're working out, we're paying you. At least carry the bags. At least carry the balls or something. You know, put them on your back, carry the balls, be a team guy, you know. You put you in the cheerleader outfit. Sis, boom, bow, let's go. Let's do this. Come on, Cano, don't you know? Or we could ship you back to the Skankies where you belong, you lousy Cano. I do appreciate you, though, bro. Cano, don't you know?
Yeah, do you? Rodriguez is very appreciative of your services, Mr. Cano. So I haven't looked, but I'm guessing that producer Joe is going to be pretty spot on with his predictions for Cano from the beginning of the year. I'm thinking he was pretty close. Yeah, just like a Cespedes. Why don't we invite him back for
Old Timers game? Cano can come. You know what? Cano can play in the Old Timers game. That way we get a little bit of money out of him. We get a little bit of something out of him. He can lead that league. We'll see how he does in the Old Timers game. If he's good enough to beat those guys, maybe we'll bring him back next year.
Yes.
I'll keep him in the
Bring
fall.
him back. I think he's going to go to like the Rays or...
You know what? The Skankies will pick him up. Just to go like this to us. Just to go like this to us. Even if he doesn't even play. I mean, it's a short left right field porch. You know, it's real short. He can pull a ball 300 feet easy. I can see him doing it real easy. So against the right pitcher, you bring him in, boom, boom, boom. His career is resurrected, and it's really not.
But you see that a lot of he was having a lot of trouble pulling the ball, and all of his
but at the end of the day. I know you're saying that, but I saw him bat, and I saw him go the other way. He went the other way in a lot of balls, and he was hitting them hard. Okay, and if you look at the defense, they were playing him that way. So, you know, you look how they had it lined up. That's not withstanding. When he gets in there, he has to be a 2-for-3 guy or a 3-for-4 guy. Because he doesn't provide anything else.
Yeah,
his defense is slower. He doesn't run as fast as he used to, or doesn't even run basically now. He's like Albert Pujols. Right. He hits the ball and he kind of hopes that, you know, he can get to the bag before he falls or something.
Right, exactly.
Pujols looks like he's gonna fall down. You know, but that's the only good is he's the DH. But why keep him? If you got a young stud guy there, Dominic Smith, you got J.D. Davis, you got the perfect lefty-righty DH combination. Yeah. You don't have to do a thing, man. You just got to DH him. And the other times you keep what's his name? You switch up Dominic Smith and Pete Alonso, and you let Dominic Smith take the field. You know, a couple of games a week. You can't get better than that, man. It's a really good combination to have. It's a really good bunch of players to rotate around. They can play. So we have a good team without Mr. Cano. Unfortunately, and I wish him the best, man. As a Latin dude, if I didn't know that you were a cheater, I would have given you respect into the hall. But I figured out you're a cheater. You got busted twice. Pillo, te cogieron. Sorry, man. But respect anyway, because it's hard to do.
Yeah, for sure. No. The crowd has been asking for it, and producer Joe delivered the sound. The Rangers did lose yesterday, triple overtime. If Keith was here, he'd say this is a Met show, but the Rangers did get screwed. Rangers should have won that
Yeah.
game in
Shut
in
up!
regulation. In regulation. Terzio, we did talk about Drew Smith. We talked about how great he has been this year, and we talked about he's finally injury free. And Dom certainly solidified it. He got a 4-hit performance on the Sunday night game against Philadelphia in the Scherzer game, and Dom just started hitting. So just because he's not playing in there every single day right now, he did just start hitting. Before Sunday, he was he's batting in the 150, 160 area.
Right. It's so early in the season. You can't put your highs and your lows. You can't just go nuts. You can't get depressed. You can't get too high about it, because these guys will even themselves out around May, mid-May, early June. You'll see what they really are. They'll be at their level then.
Rodriguez, our audience, our target is Mets fans. What do you mean don't tell them they can't get too high or too low?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter, right? Met fans will lose their mind today. They're losing their minds today because we lost.
Oh my God! Yeah, they did. Yeah. So I was I told my wife asked me what the score of the game was today. I told her what it was, and I said, still the 18-9, and still in first place. And she says, "Yeah, but for how long?" From last year.
Wow.
And I turned around and I gave her the look.
Whoa. Don't admit to anything on this. Shh, quiet.
Bruh.
Exactly.
Don't do it, bro.
Yeah, 18-9.
Oh my God. Oh, that's hurtful, man. How do you take
it?
It
hurt me. I had to.
How can you live? How can you live in the house if living is with her?
And she's got now, her old crush was David Wright, and now the new crush is James McCann.
There you go. Oh, she likes them white boys, huh?
I hope so.
And have you noticed what they have? Have you noticed what they have, though?
Hey.
It might be time. It might be time. Might be time. Look! If you come real close to the screen, you can have some of my hair. Look, right on the screen. You're right there. Go, put your hair. There you go. Look.
There we go.
Wow, Farace, you look good with that. Pretty good.
Sexy.
Pretty good. Might just work.
All right.
Come on, dude.
I don't know. Might not. All right. So let's get to. I want to talk a little bit about the lineup and how that's been progressing. We talked last week about how the Mets. They've had a couple of first innings where they put up 2 or 3 runs, and then they've also had, which is more so the majority of the time, it's a very low scoring game going into the 4th or 5th inning, and then that second time to third time the Mets rocket. So they're taking advantage of starting pitchers at the tail end of their outing, and then they're certainly taking advantage of the bullpen. More timely hits this year, right, Rodriguez? That's
I mean, are you kidding me? These
18-9. That's what it is.
They just attack. They just keep attacking and attacking every inning. Even if they don't score, you can see that we're putting men on base. Today we left a lot of men on base. We all know it, so we had our chances to win. But every game that these guys play, even if they don't show a score every inning, they're putting men on base. They're putting pressure on that pitcher. They're putting pressure on that defense. They're figuring it out. They're seeing where they can go, how much they can get, who's throwing what, how does this ball break. And by the second or third time around, they've all spoken amongst themselves and figured it out. And then they start hitting the ball.
Good point. You see that a lot, right?
That's a very good formula. You see it in almost every game with these guys, and you can see it. And you see when Buck comes in and he's bringing in that Janikowski kid around the 7th or 8th inning, because he knows that that's when the Mets are going to start grabbing the lead, and he's going to need this defense for the next 2 innings and keep. but he's gonna have to rely on better pitches than Trevor May. So guys like that, we
More
gotta shove them to the
evidence.
side, man. We got.
Exhibit 17. Jeez.
I can't help myself. I have to speak the truth, people. I speak the truth. Trevor May, thank goodness you got hurt. Fix yourself.
Oof.
Come back. Do something well. We're waiting for you with open arms, like this. Look, Farace, like this. Look at this. This is how open my arms are for you, Trevor May.
Wow.
If you could
So wait
pry
a
them
second.
open, you can get back on this staff. I don't think.
Wait
you
a
can pry
second.
them
I
open,
thought
Trevor May.
you listen.
What?
I don't even know if you got that upset with the guy who pitches for the Phillies now.
What guy?
The guy
The
who
F word?
pitches for the
The F
yeah.
word? Never say that name. Never say. We
I
talked about
didn't.
this before,
That's why
Okay.
I didn't.
The F word can stay in Philly. The F word still has a special place in my heart. That really good hate, the hatred hate that's enshrined in your heart. I had that for the F word because he killed us, man. You did it to us, F word. I don't care how many times you wanted to be a Met. I knew it. I knew you had it in you. I knew it. You're a filthy, filthy Philly.
Ugh,
Brian Holmes
disgusting.
sucks. Oh my God, it's horrible. However, Trevor May, I think he's got a shot if he just starts using his off-speed stuff.
Speaking of Brian Holmes sucks. He
May.
made it a point before the season.
He's so likable
about-
though. I can't
Talking
get
about
mad at
how
him.
many games the Mets and the Phillies were going to have before June 1st. And he says, "Oh, you're going to get to see our vaunted offense." No hit, buddy.
Okay. Okay, what happened then? That's what he told me. He goes, "The Mets suck, no hitter. Ooh, 5 combined."
Really?
He looked, and I turned around and I said, "Oh, it's Brian Holmes sucks." Unbelievable.
That's outstanding. Couldn't have
Yeah,
happened
man.
to a better team. Couldn't have
Couldn't
happened to a
happen.
better team.
But like we always
Good.
say, we always kid with Brian Holmes sucks.
He does.
I can't dislike the guy because he's always so happy and cheery, but he does suck. It's amazing how
It's
much I like him.
what outweighs the other,
Yeah, he's from Philadelphia, so that's the problem. Probably
That's a strike against him right there.
Yeah, that's a huge strike.
What is it? Yeah, and then he's an Eagles fan. He's a Celtics.
Oh,
He's a
he-
76ers fan.
He's everything that we're against. Our negative zone.
Yeah. It
So-
doesn't mix well. And they already want to get rid of Joe Girardi. I think Terzio's yeah, they don't like Girardi. It's coming to he lost to the Rangers yesterday. Listen, the Rangers have some nice pieces.
They have most of our
Simeon-
guys, don't they? Don't they have most of our old guys on there?
Marcus Simeon, who signed for like that 200 and whatever $1 million, he has been off to
He's
he's
good
been
player.
off to definitely he's a good player, but he's off to an awful start, one that would get him booed in New York City, but in Arlington it's all good. It's all good. Wait for the summer, we'll heat up.
Whatever.
But no,
They eat a steak. They eat a steak and they go to sleep.
Good.
I don't care.
They got steak from the farm back there, fresh cut.
Woo! Right then there.
James wants to know when are we going to get back together in one room? Let's do it.
I don't know. I'm ready. I'm good. I'm vaccinated. I'm ready to go. I'm clean. As long as we keep Keith away from us, behind the glass.
Oh man,
Put him
I want to
big thing like that.
like one of those partitions.
One of those, yeah, a bear trap,
A bear trap.
just in case it gets a little rowdy.
Yeah, back in the day where he fumbled a couple of coffee bag throws.
Oh my God, a ton of those.
Coffee grinds.
Well,
We
There
played
it is.
Super Mario Brothers in the
Pretty much. Or
it's a Mario.
Was
It's
that
a
a fart?
Mario.
Was that a Super Mario Bros? Was that a fart? Sounded like one of those farts that you hold in a little too tight.
There it is.
There you go. See,
There it is.
That's a fart. Good job.
No, I don't know what's going on with Keith Hernandez. All I keep on hearing is under the weather. Is it more specific?
What?
Is it
Maybe
is
he
it-
has COVID. I thought
maybe
he
he's
had
got
COVID, Hernandez.
Oh, does he definitely have COVID?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
I just said that.
I missed where
Breaking
'cause
news: he has COVID.
yeah. Breaking news out of the Put in the Book show out of Rodriguez. Keith Hernandez has COVID. That's it. All I know, I just remember the week before, the guys were talking in the booth and they were saying that they were both going to be there. Both Ron Darling and Keith Hernandez, and Gary was like, "Wait, all three of us? That's such a small booth." And like he's always thinking that, he's like he dresses them. He tells them what to wear every day. He tells him.
Who? Gary tells him what to wear.
Gary. Yeah, he tells him go polo or a suit or yeah. Keith Hernandez
Wow,
said, "See, I don't remember
he
if it was last year or
spoils
the year
them.
before."
Gary
He
spoils
said,
them.
"I wait for the text." And Darling says on the road he has the SNY polo, and he's got the shirt and tie, and he's got everything ready to go. He
That's pretty good.
yields the power, baby.
You know what's funny is Gary is the Mets announcer, and everybody loves him, and he is an icon. He really is an icon. He's fantastic, but he's still a fan. He's still a Mets fan.
Oh yeah,
And so him sitting in the booth with Keith Hernandez and Ron Darling, it's heaven for him. It really is. He loves it. You could
and
tell
the
that
no-hitter,
he really, really loves it.
The no-hitter happened on his birthday.
And the no-hitter happened on his birthday.
What the hell?
And the Johan no-hitter happened on his sister's birthday, right?
Yes.
So that's pretty amazing. He's a Met through and through, this guy, so he loves it.
We need something
I
good
get
to
it.
happen to Howie Rose now. We need something good to happen on when's Harry. If Howie Rose's birthday is in October,
dude, his call of the no-hitter at the end was fantastic. Awesome. It was great hearing him. If producer Joe had that somewhere, maybe he could play it.
Yeah.
That'll keep him distracted for a few minutes.
Yeah, Terzio. I was gonna bring that up. Santana. I'm sure you saw Rodriguez. Santana he's on vacation in Spain, and he woke up and he saw the no-hitter, and he tweeted out, great moment in Mets history. Congratulations to those 5 guys and whatnot. So I thought that was
great.
Cool too.
Yeah, I do remember that. I do remember reading that. That's pretty cool.
I want to just go a quick round around the standings as we've done the last couple of weeks. Out in the American League East, the Yankees have the lead out there, guys. They've won 11 straight. And
congrats, Timmy.
They've got the lead out there. Timmy, by the way.
Congrats to Timmy.
By the way, Timmy is getting a tattoo today. If you look on the main Pop Culture Pros group or the Shooting the Sith group on Facebook, he is out and about at his tattoo shop. They're giving away free tattoos, Star Wars tattoos, because today is Star Wars Day. And he's going to be going live, putting up videos and that kind of stuff. So a little bit of fun out there for Star Wars fans out there.
Pretty cool.
Is that going to work, Joe? Look at this.
Listen, like Star Wars.
Rodriguez.
Sweeps a little dirt away from the left of the pitching rubber. Steps behind the rubber. Tugs once at the bill of his cap. Takes a deep breath and steps to the third base side of the rubber. Santana into the windup. The payoff pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He's done it. Johan Santana has pitched a no-hitter.
Is that producer Joe clapping back there? Somebody clap back there.
No, that was Santana's no-hitter. You wanted to hear the rest of that?
Wait, but who clapped? I thought I heard somebody clap. That was you. No, that was fantastic.
Cheers to Santana.
Cheers to Santana.
Producer Joe.
20th game in the history of the New York Mets. They finally have a no-hitter. And who better to do it than Johan Santana? And what a remarkable story. His teammates are mounting him at the mound. The players in the bullpen are trotting in. It is a surreal feeling here at Citi Field. The first no-hitter in the history of the New York Mets has been pitched by as worthy a candidate as anyone, Johan Santana.
such emotion out of how he rose
'cause
all the time. It gives me
it's
goosebumps.
it's his team. That's what he
Yeah.
loves. I mean, it's that's what it is. So
Wait until he's
Great.
able to make the radio call for the final out of the World Series.
oh my goodness, it's gonna be so much fun, bro. It's gonna be so much fun.
All right,
I mean,
Tampa and Toronto also having nice starts to their year, 15-10.
Mhm.
Minnesota's the only team in
They're
the
always
American
there.
League Central that is above 500. The White Sox have all kinds of injuries. The White Sox feel like we have felt the last few years.
Wow.
Talent, but a bunch of injuries there.
Oh my goodness.
The Angels are sizzling hot. They're doing it a little bit differently right now. They're doing it with better pitching. Their insane offense it's been shut out like 3 out of the last 7 games or something like that.
That douche center fielder.
Talk it.
Mike Trout. I had you last year on my fantasy league. You went down the whole year. I was gonna be happy. I had a stud, but you did nothing for me, nothing. And you come back and you do this when I can't draft you, when some douche in our league drafts you. I can't get you now. Now I got to deal with Tatis, who's injured too. Oh my God, I hate you, Mike Trout. I hope your year goes to heck.
Oof.
Nolan Syndergaard. I'm not going to call you by your right name because I messed it up, but I'm going to use it now. Nolan Syndergaard.
Terzio's calling him Thor. I just want to let you know.
Don't call him Thor, Terzio. Maybe your wife might call him Thor, but not you, Terzio. Don't do it, okay? He's no longer Thor. He's Nolan Syndergaard. He's nobody, okay? Maybe next year he can come back to us if he gets good.
Rodriguez is changing him now.
It doesn't even matter what he is. He's a hippie over there in California.
He's the Rock
Let
now.
him go smoke doobies up on the beach and do whatever he wants to do. Okay? Read his little books and talk about party, little cafe, little caviar. I don't know what you're doing there, Noah Syndergaard. Nolan. My name, Nolan. Go back to bed, Nolan. I don't know. They suck.
You changed his name. You gave him an accent. We do play them, Terzio. We go to Los Angeles later in the year. Later in the year, Goo.
Happy.
Producer Joe points out that this is the very first time in the history of baseball that both New York teams and both LA teams lead their divisions. All 4 of them lead the division. There's a little bit of confusion on one of the posts somewhere. And somebody mentioned that they're Anaheim. They're not Anaheim anymore. It's been what they were first. They were the California Angels. Then they were at Anaheim Angels of Los Angeles, right? And then the Anaheim Angels
of Anaheim.
Angels of Anaheim. It's been
Anaheim.
a little nuts. All right, Terzio corrected himself. He changed it to Syndergaard. But they're doing well out there. Houston is right behind them. Dusty Baker, 2,000 managerial victories out there.
Wow, that's amazing.
And he's done it with a bunch of teams come close.
Why can't he win the World Series? It's amazing.
And he went to Houston to kind of turn the image around because his image is fine, and so he's got to turn that around. And I thought maybe that's it. Maybe that's the year. I was rooting for the Astros,
I mean, you're a traitor, you little traitor bastard. However, I'm glad Dusty Baker has had a great career. I wish he would win one, just not for the next 10 years.
Exactly. Which would make him how old would that
be? It doesn't matter. He'll be fine. He'll come back. He likes to wear those armbands, those big armbands, He'll look really funny. He'll look really funny in those big armbands when he's 120.
Man, with the toothpick sticking out still. He's got to have the toothpick out there. Yeah, but Buck Showalter does have over 1,500 victories. And all these guys that are Joe Madden out there with the Angels. All right, back to the standings, National League. Mets are the only team above 500. The Marlins have now lost 4 straight. They got swept in a 4-game set by the Arizona Diamondbacks.
The douchebags beat them.
Yeah, so Miami,
Yeah.
who was
Nah.
rolling along and everything was great, and they just got swept by the Diamondbacks.
Everything's happy,
Uh,
swimming in the sea, all nice and quiet till you got
Just keep
stomped.
swimming. Back to earth, Stinky Fish, says producer Joe. Exactly. Washington's 9
Well
and
said.
16. You head to the Central, and you got Milwaukee and St. Louis right up at the top, which most people thought that's exactly where they were going to be. And then you have the Cincinnati Reds. The Cincinnati Reds are what's today's date? May the 4th. Exactly. The Cincinnati Reds are 12 and a half games out of first place, less than a month into the season.
Dang, dude, how do you get out of that?
They are on pace for 22 victories. They are now 3 and 20.
They must have the best draft picks ever. They must have number ones loaded up the wazoo because
They just
they've
went
been
nuts, man.
they've been a bad franchise for a minute, and then just
They've
unloading
tried to
these
get
guys.
right. Remember a couple years ago,
I mean-
though, with Bauer and
Yeah,
Sonny Gray, they tried.
They had a
They
little
tried.
something, but
Yeah.
Bauer was always crazy.
And now Bauer's suspended for 2 years.
And now Bauer suspended for 2 years because he's crazy. So
Yeah.
too bad.
So Terzio. So we will keep an eye on this as sort of like a little fun side bit here to see if the Reds can eclipse the 1962 Mets when it comes to futility.
Oh, God, I hope so. I hope we can get
Right? It
written
would be
out of that
nice
book.
to.
I don't want to be number one in that book. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be nice to just not have
Yeah.
to deal with that anymore.
You're the best guy that's ever sucked. Who wants to be that guy?
Oh man! And then in the West, you got the Dodgers at 15 and 7, San Diego at 16 and 8. San Diego kind of hanging in there until Tatis could potentially come back in a few more months.
Be nice, comes back.
San Francisco's at 14
he's on
and
my
9.
squad.
Yeah, you have Tatis? Yeah, he's just waiting. That's a hell of a trade guy. A trade deadline ish kind of pickup there that you're gonna have there.
Pretty much.
Yep.
I'm not
San
giving him
Francisco
away.
doing well. Every single team in the National League West is at 500 or above now. So Arizona, who struggled mightily last year, remember they only won like 52 games or something like that. They've won 7 of the last 10, which is nice against the Marlins. Yeah,
that's fantastic. As long as they don't try to come with that bullshit down to us, then we just gotta slap them up a little bit. They hit us. Didn't they hit us like 3 or 4 times? Weren't they the team that kept
but we're already done with them. We're already done with them for the season.
Oh, that's true. We played them so quickly and we smacked them around, so they know.
Yeah, 4 out of 6. Get out of here. Out of here. We Terzio, we don't do the Jet. Actually, producer Joe is a Jet fan, and congratulations to you guys and the Giants. Both the Jets and the Giants had very good drafts.
Very good drafts. Excellent drafts.
Really good. Really, some exciting
I'm
stuff.
gonna be happy. Can't wait.
Yeah. Rodriguez, on a Giants note, we can finally talk about having an edge rusher. We could, it'll be season 5. First time we have an edge rush.
We drafted an offensive lineman too. That's really good. We've only been asking for 5
good brain
years.
power up there now.
Every freaking show we ask about it.
Yeah, it's Groundhog Day on the We Stomped You Out show.
It's a baseball show.
The baseball show, Rodriguez. Don't do it. All right. Before we get closed out here, next week. Well, actually, we don't have a day off, so starting tomorrow. We are in Philadelphia for a 4-game set.
Dang.
Now, I'm gonna call out the game times here, so producer Joe doesn't get pissed off when it's a 4:00 start time or versus a 1:00 start time. So tomorrow is 6:45 start time.
Mad.
He does get mad about that. He does.
He gets mad about everything.
It's a thing. To you guys out there, we get tormented. Producer Joe,
him happy though.
It makes him happy to be angry.
They think that we have him locked up for no reason. He gets out and he's out here all week.
There's a huge there's
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey. Yes. Terzio, I saw your comment before. We're not letting any McCann comments on this show. 6:45 tomorrow. And then on Friday is a 7:05 start time. Saturday, I think it's part of the FS1 stuff this week. And they start at 4:05, and then on Sunday it's a 1:35 start time. Day off on Monday, Rodriguez. So let's go with the Phillies series. 4 with the Phillies.
I need to know who's pitching. I know Mad Max has the first game, right?
So, well, no, because remember,
Who's
Max
pitching
pitched.
Friday? Max is pitching Friday.
Max should pitch Friday.
Yeah.
He should. So, but we start the series off tomorrow. So,
Oh, we started off tomorrow. Oh, okay, my bad. Who's
are we
pitching
out of whack
tomorrow?
now? Yeah, we're out of whack now with the rotation. So,
Well, who's gonna? It's gonna be Yaiwan probably tomorrow. Then I'd have to guess.
yes, yeah,
Yaiwan,
because Yaiwan
and
pitched
then-
last Saturday.
Right,
Yeah,
and
So
then
it's
Yaiwan, then Scherzer.
Yeah. Tomorrow
Okay,
is Yaiwan, and then Friday will be Max. Saturday is Chris Bassett, and then Sunday we're back to probably what?
Peterson.
Carrasco.
Peterson. Yeah,
Peterson.
Peterson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
When did
I'm
Peterson-
saying,
but
Unless Carrasco's ready to go on Sunday.
when did Carrasco pitch?
The doubleheader.
he pitched
Yes.
yesterday.
Yesterday.
1, 2,
No.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, that'll be regular. That'll be 5 days rest. I think they only brought Peterson up for a spot
No.
start for the doubleheader. I don't even know if he's
that's
still
only-
up anymore.
That's only 4
I'm-
days rest. That's only 4 days rest. Yeah.
Today is one day. Wednesday, Thursday.
Well, on the
Friday,
5th day, I'm
Saturday.
sorry.
On the 5th day, he pitched.
Yeah,
Yeah,
4 days rest.
sorry about
Yeah.
that, Joe. Yeah, so it'll be on regular rest.
So he could. I would like him to pitch like that because I think his stuff plays better if his
Yeah,
arm
he's
was
been lights out
not.
all year. He's had one bad start. Let it. Yeah.
Eight,
let it-
I know, let
innings, bro, in a double
Eight
header.
innings. Listen, but he battled the whole game. Okay, his
Yeah, no, but that's
his
what-
accuracy. His accuracy.
that's what we got,
was
though.
off. The
Yeah.
only here's the thing with him, and I'm gonna pat myself on the back and say I told you he was gonna be a big guy with us this year. If he was the Carrasco that we've always been waiting for, he's gonna be a big cog for us, a big winner. And the
He
thing
said
with him is,
cog.
did I say cog? Wow, good work. So, but he has to pitch aggressive. He has to take charge of things. He can't pitch on his heels. When he pitches on his heels, he gets batted around. So he's got to come at people. He's got to pitch like Mad Max because he has basically almost the same type of stuff. You know, it's that Mad Max maybe has another couple of levels as far as the fastball goes. You know, I think Carrasco got up to 96, maybe once or twice.
Yeah, he can.
You know, but he can throw just like Mad Max. But he has to be aggressive. I think he even said in an interview himself that he has to pitch aggressively and not back down from these guys because that's when I see him get in trouble during the innings. When instead of throwing a fastball outside hard, throwing you 94, 95 on the corner, being aggressive, he backs off and he'll throw a changeup inside or something soft, you know, like. But he's got to come hard, otherwise his soft stuff doesn't play. So as long as he stays aggressive, we have ourselves another. You know, he's ace-like, dude. He just threw 8 innings of shutout ball. That's an ace.
He can be a 1 on some staffs. He can certainly be a 2 on most others.
If he pitches 8 innings every time he's out and gives them goose eggs, he's the ace.
Right.
Okay.
But
on
that just goes to show that what we talked about maybe in the first episode of this season was that everybody in our pitching staff all the way through 7 are pitching at a different number in the rotation than they would have in most other rotations. So Scherzer and DeGrom are pure aces, can be an ace on any staff, right? But then when you get to Bassett could be an ace on some staffs. Carrasco can be an ace on some staffs.
Let me ask you one question before you say that. It only matters the first game of the season.
Sure.
First, and because after that, there's no number.
It gets all screwy.
Next? Who's starting next? So it's is our guy better than your guy? And in our opinion, and I believe your opinion, I think our guys match up as well as anybody in this league, and 80% of the time will be better than the other pitcher.
Yeah.
Because we, and that includes Ty Lore. I'm not including Peterson, but I'm definitely including Ty Lore in that.
Right. Because we can be, the Mets could be confident that, Cookie goes against, let's just say for the Phillies, Zach Wheeler, their ace, or Nola, their ace. And it's not like other teams number 4 against an ace. This is a guy who's a 2 or a 1.
He can match him. You have some confidence that if he has his game, he can compete against Zach Wheeler. He can be if Zach Wheeler is supposedly this high level now, that Carrasco, if he's on, because he just proved it, 8 innings, shutout ball, he can compete. So
for sure.
It makes you feel confident in yourself as a player, as an offensive player. That if you score for him, he's going to win you the game because he can hold them.
Right.
That helps you be a more relaxed offensive player and a more guy full of energy, ready to go, because you want to win, because you can win with this guy.
Right. And another thing is that you've heard over the years, you have your ace is your stopper, right? So it's the guy who, okay, you're scuffling a little bit, you lost 2 out of 3 games, your ace is going to pitch and he's going to stop that slide, right?
True.
The Mets this year, after a loss are 7-1. So you got mega stoppers out there, like a mega pint of wine. You got mega
take it
stoppers
upon
out there.
themselves, though. They take it upon themselves to be the ace of the team. Bassett doesn't back down to anyone. He said it himself. I back down to no hitter. Mad Max, enough said, right?
Yeah.
The rest of the guys, Yaiwan, 6'7", he doesn't have to worry about anything. Peterson, Tyler, those are big dudes. They're ready to go. We have a little bit of old school and young school pitchers, a little bit of attitude. And that's what I like. And that attitude comes from the top. It starts at the top. Mad Max, it comes all the way down from him. They believe in him. He's their guru, man. If they follow this guy around all year and listen to him and do all those talks that they're having after the games where they all get together and
like
chit chat, right? It's like exactly. You could learn a lot because these guys are watching the game. They're into it. Mad Max gets thrown out on his day off, Farace. On his day off, the guy gets thrown out of the game. Is he into it or not? I mean, yeah, the guy's into the game. So
and he doesn't back down from anybody. Forget about it.
It doesn't matter. He's a cyborg. I think that eye is metal. There's something wrong with that guy.
He has got to come out with an orange content. He's got to do it, man. He's got to do it.
It would be a lot of fun. It would be a lot of fun.
Terzio talking about Bassett contract extension. Yeah, I've heard some of the news about that. I don't know if this is a mid-season type of thing, but yeah, Chris Bassett is the real deal. Sign him to a few-year extension. Remember, he's not 26.
How's he signed? How many years is he signed now? 3?
I'm not entirely sure if
he's
signed
30s,
beyond this year.
He's like 34, right?
I think it's like 32.
He didn't sign for 1 year.
Well, I know that. Well, no, this was a trade, so I don't know how many years left he had on his contract.
I thought he was for 2 to 3 years.
We'll take a look. Maybe producer Joe just might be taking up another challenge. He's 34, so maybe it's just a 2-year addition to the deal. And
we don't have pitching in the minors. We don't have pitching right now in the minors to speak of that we can say, okay, let's not get rid of this guy. However, I wouldn't pay him a lot because he's a soft tosser. He relies on location and deception. His fastball rises because of the way he plants down. He's a big guy that gets down really low. When he throws the ball, his fastball rises. That's why a 91 mile an hour fastball plays on these guys. It's coming up, and they're swinging it looks unhittable. The ball is, and it looks unhittable, but it's only 91, 92 miles an hour, and that's something that they can rock all day. But it's actually coming up on them. So and he moves around a lot. He has a lot of arm movement, and everything looks the same. What about that guy? That bum guy that was in San Francisco now plays with the Diamondbacks.
He got tossed from the game today. He got tossed from the game today. I don't know if somebody looked at him wrong, maybe.
Fantastic. Somebody said, "Don't look at me." But what I wanted to say was his arm angle is the same on every pitch: fastball, curveball, changeup. It's the same arm angle, the same speed.
That's what
You
you
don't know
want.
what's coming. That's what makes him so unhittable. So this guy Bassett has the same arm angle pretty much for everything. So it's really hard on the guys. He doesn't throw that hard. I don't know about signing him for a lot of money, but I'd sign him for a couple of years. I'd say a couple. That's it.
But yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe just a 2-year deal. Bassett is a free agent after this year. So yeah, maybe you do like a 2-year deal. And not a lot of money these days is, like 17 million a year. It's like a 2-year, $35 million deal.
We still
So-
owe Cano for next year, right?
Well, we owe 37 total for the two seasons.
Okay, so
It's fine. It's fine. It's $16 billion. It's fine.
we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Okay,
Sean-
we'll be fine.
Sean Lilly, good
not the Will
good
Pounds, not
Facebook
the Will
friend. What did I
Pounds.
miss? Are we talking about that they got swept by the almighty Braves? Yeah, no. So Sean's good. Sean will pop up in the group, and
Who's that?
he's sarcastic.
Sean Lilly?
No, Sean Lilly. Yeah, he's sarcastic, knowing what the ultra pessimistic Met fan will want to discuss, even though it's nowhere near as dire a situation. So Sean makes me laugh almost every single day when he pops that in there. Terzio says is Stroman money, which, by the way, Stroman is making the turn back to having a so season. But yeah, so Bassett 2 years, 35 million. I think that's so Terzio says his contract should be similar to Marcus Stroman. What do you get? 373 for 71?
I don't. Yeah, it's. The
We're not getting involved in finances. Cohen has already said to us, screw the finances.
What do you worry about? He said whatever it takes to. Obviously, it's whatever it takes to win.
$37 million. Get out of here.
You
All right,
have
so
to make the decision. Don't worry about it.
Rodriguez, the Phillies. So it's
Yes,
a 4-game set. What do you got for us? What do you think?
Oh, if the pitching holds up, we definitely have 3. We can do 3 out of 4.
Remember, it's a bandbox. We might be getting into like then 10 to 7 games, and I believe that we can compete that way too.
We can play that game. We have guys that can hit the ball hard. But we don't have to. We can just keep scoring runs. Okay, and our pitching has been able to hold these guys inside of just about every stadium. They haven't been going crazy. I mean, it is a small park, but if you get them to hit ground balls, it's the same width. The field's the same exact width. It's 90 feet, 90-foot bases, all that stuff. It's all the same. So get them to hit ground balls. You can play good defense, pitch well. You have a shot at beating them. So you're making me think maybe I should go 2 out of 4 just to be realistic. But I'm going to be optimistic for the first time. I'm going to go 3 out of 4 on the Phils.
All right. I do think that, as much as the so-called experts said that the Phillies were going to make a run at the division this year, I just don't. And I know it's early. Don't get on me because it's early, but I've seen defensive issues. I've seen hitting issues, a lot of strikeouts. I've seen Aaron Nola not perform, and again, it's just a month in, but and Zach Wheeler also not perform, talking about a shoulder thing. So I do think that we are I think we're a much better team than the Phillies are, and I do think we'll take 3 out of 4 for that reason. Get a day off on Monday, and then we head down to DC to play the Nationals, who are not playing any better than what we saw, a little bit earlier in the year last month. But just because of the way baseball plays, I'm going to say 2 out of 3 there in DC. What do you think, Rodriguez?
Oh, definitely 2 out of 3. Definitely 2 out of 3 easily, because Mad Max gets them for 1 game too, right? I think he gets the second or the third game. After that, against
He'll
TC.
he'll get either the Wednesday or the Thursday game, depending on
Okay.
if Showalter utilizes that day off on Monday.
Okay, so you're gonna get him. They might even get Tylor. If they get Tylor, so I mean, 2 out of 3, easy.
Is there one pitcher, Rodriguez? Is there a pitcher in this 5 or 6, even including Peterson, that you're not pretty confident in right now?
I'm
Does it matter
confident.
who's going right now?
I'm the least confident in Peterson. Now that you brought that
Right.
name up. If you,
Okay.
why? You wanted me to say that.
No.
But I
100%.
honestly,
He got shelled
I'm
in the
the
minors,
least
but
confident.
he pitched well again in the majors. So,
I
but
think,
agreed 1,000%.
he makes me the least confident. I don't know what that was. Was that you, Farace? Is that how you drink? I don't like the way that sounds. Don't drink like that anymore.
I didn't like it either.
It's weird. It's very weird. Well, that's probably how Peterson sounds when he throws the ball. What was that again? Every time he throws a fastball. How does that sound
Wow.
again? That's every time he throws a fastball. Anyway, but no, I think these guys are pitching well, and no one, even Terzio. I'm gonna get him excited. McCann's really good behind that plate. And Nito has to be because he sucks. He can't hit. We have 2 catchers that can't hit. I can't believe this. But they're great defensive guys. They throw people out. They call a really good game. I'm very happy with that catching situation, even if they don't hit.
That was actually that's right
much.
on target. It was a request from
Pretty much.
Terzio.
Pretty much.
That's what Philadelphia will be experiencing, is what he's saying.
Correct.
Come
Nice.
Philadelphia, yeah.
Wow, you guys are so cool. So cool.
Sean makes a great point. Everybody says about series after series, like this is something like this is going to be a good test for the Mets. Why is it not now a good test for every other single team out there? That's what it is right now. You look at these 5, 6, 7 guys. I dare another team, and I'm sounding overconfident here, but I dare another team to throw out a 7th pitcher that is as good as David Peterson. As middle of the road confidence as we'd have in him, but Tyler McGill is technically our 6th guy.
Well, there's one pitcher is not even on the mound or anything like that, so he doesn't count. Don't go about 5th, 6th, 7th guy, whatever it is. Okay, he's not around. It doesn't matter. Next, Mad Max, Bassett, what's his name? Yaiwan. Okay, Carrasco, and Tylor. Those are your 5. Okay, Peterson is your 6th guy. You're filling
That's a perfect theme song for that pitching staff.
Very nice. Good.
It's
It's
nice.
a good
I like.
staff. It's a good staff. But Peterson is the baby of the staff right now. Until he proves otherwise. So that's the guy I have the least confidence in. But he's still a good pitcher, dude. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, this is not a scenario where somebody's saying, this is the baby of the pitching staff, so they suck. Don't take it that way. Terzio's already calling a sweep of the Mariners, but we're not going to talk about that until next week because that'll be our next homestand, which a brief preview. We have Seattle.
We're finally going to see what we would have had to play with.
Nothing much.
Right?
I can tell you nothing much.
Isn't most of our guys are in Seattle, right? In Texas.
They're spread out between Seattle and Texas, yeah.
Pretty much.
And the Phillies now too, right? Phillies got Familia, Brad Hand, Zach Wheeler. They as Drupal back in the day. That crybaby I can't play shortstop. Trade me.
Suckers. No, you can't play shortstop because you're starting to look like a pear, okay? Drop some weight, you fat little bastard. Okay? Oinka Cabrera, okay? That's what you want.
Oink.
I don't want to be a shortstop. You can't even get to the ball. Be a shortstop. Out of here.
Can't get to the ball.
Can't even get to the ball, dude. Guy is waddling like a. Imagine a pair waddling up to a ball and trying to throw it. That's what blue ball is. I love that. That's true.
It's like a
Ass.
combination. That's like a
perfect name. You're an ass, Struble.
Yeah. All right, and then we'll play the Cardinals for 4, and then we'll go out on another road trip after that. So that'll do it for us today. Keith was busy, never came around here, but
He's
I'm
taking
sure
care of the
Keith
business
wishes you have
world,
a
you know?
fantastic evening.
Yep.
But before we do that, any closing remarks out of you, Rodriguez?
Listen, don't be upset after today's game. We'll be all right. We're playing good ball. As long as the pitching stays up, our hitting will come back a little bit. It's a little slouchy, but it's starting to pick up in spots here and there. We'll be fine. Put pressure on the other team. Let's go, Buck, Showalter. In you, I trust. You're doing a really good job.
Lucky.
Hell yeah.
Keep it up.
We are lucky to have Buck. Producer Joe back there. Behind the concrete, okay. There it is. Yep. Does that seep through? You getting a little whiff of that? Does it come through the vents?
Dude, it's disintegrating the ceiling. I'm gonna have to hang this up real quick because I'm gonna get
you need to get that
down on top of me, man. There it is. He killed himself. That was his last breath. That was just Joe's last breath.
Oh man. All right, so coming
alive.
up,
he won't die. He's like a
before I give my final thoughts, coming up next on the Pop Culture Pros Network at 8:30, Granny's Peach Tea, some comic book goodness,
baby. Yeah,
we'll hit tomorrow. Skyline Reviews, our Disney World podcast, will hit at about 8:30. A week off for the A to Z program. They will come back next Friday with their 50th episode. And then over the weekend, there is a show about the other team in the New York City area that plays baseball also. And then we get it going again next Monday with the 00 Deep Dive. I didn't do it. I'm not
Timmy
saying
show.
And by the way, check out Timmy and all his videos with the tattoo stuff and the tattoo parlor. I am still without a tattoo. Producer Joe, help me out. What should I do? Next week we'll be back for putting the books. But until then, Sean says, do you have a show about the Long Island Ducks? We should have a show about the Long Island Ducks.
So we got plenty of ducks out here. I hit one. Somebody hit one the other day. It was waddling everywhere. It's crazy.
Poor. All
Just,
right. Tergio says, tell Tim to get a tattoo of my ex-wife. I'll pass that along. Boom. But until then, until next week, we will bid you adieu. Let's go Mets, 18-9, first place. Don't get too high on it, though. We'll talk to you next week. Peace out, everybody. Let's go Mets.
Deuces.
Hold up the box.